A leading Israeli rights group, BTselem, says it will no longer take cases of military misconduct to court. The group says more than 700 complaints filed against Israeli soldiers for harm caused to Palestinians have been ignored by the Israeli judicial system. BTselem has demanded investigations into cases where soldiers have killed or injured Palestinians, but very few result in charges. However, it does say it will continue to document Israel's human rights abuses in the occupied territories. Let's get more on this and speak to Sarit Michaeli. She joins us from Jerusalem. She's the spokesperson for BTselem. Many thanks for joining us, Sarit. Tell us, why have you made this decision now?
Well, this is a decision actually we've been mulling over and considering for literally years. It's not a decision we've taken lightly. A very long thought and consultation process has been undertaken in order to really assess the pros and cons and to reach what we think is the only decision an Israeli human rights group can take now in face of the sheer unacceptability of the current military investigative apparatus.
Isn't it better to keep trying and helping the Palestinians? I mean, this way you've just given up on them totally, haven't you?
Well, we've reached the conclusion that continuing our participation in this system is actually counterproductive, because not only does it not promote accountability in the sense of providing justice, providing redress for victims, for their families, and reaching some sort of situation where these people receive justice and accountability, but actually it's harmful because it continues to provide a sort of a veneer of a respectability to the occupation, to the system of investigations. It provides the Israeli security forces and, of course, the Israeli government as a whole a convenient excuse, and it's kind of instead of providing a real system of investigations, this mechanism acts primarily as a whitewash mechanism, and by continuing to participate in the system, we're giving credibility to this system.
Okay, I get your point. So what happens now to Palestinian victims of crimes by Israeli forces?
Well, when our field workers now will talk to victims of human rights abuses, they will continue to do the same work that they've done in terms of documenting the incident, researching it, collecting all of the information, and we will do all we have done with this information. We will continue to provide this information, this verified, fact-based information on human rights abuses. The only thing we will not do is refer the cases to the Israeli military investigative bodies. And we will also explain to our Palestinian colleagues and the Palestinian victims that we think that our position is that continuing to refer cases to this system is counterproductive, and we'll explain our logic. Of course, it is up to the victims to decide whether they want to pursue this. I'm sure there are other people who will be able to assist them in approaching the system, but beyond that, it's important to remember the Israeli security forces have an obligation to investigate these incidents, regardless of whether BTselem assists them or not.
Okay, Sarit, many thanks for your time. Sarit Michaeli there from BTselem joining us in Jerusalem.